What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of Cub Reacts, as we continue to explore the latest international musical flavour. Today, we're getting into an official video. Now, we did have a quick look at this one when the audio dropped, but apparently the video is definitely worth checking out. So we're going to do that today and revisit the tune a few weeks on and just see how it's sounding with a little bit of a kind of listening experience, shall we say. This one, Camidoh, the Sugarcane remix, the official video, which does feature Mayorkun, King Promise, and Darkoo. A wicked selection of people to get involved on remix duty. Now, this one is a sponsored video, so big up all of the guys over at Moves Recordings for hooking me up and getting me involved with this one. Really excited to see how this one sounds. So let's get into it right about now. As always, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And without further ado, let's jump right into this one. The way this is shot looks crazy. Like the clarity in the actual camera usage is mad.
Sugarcane sweet, but your love is sweeter. So below juice mixed with a little ginger. Oh girl, I wanna be with you. But you know they got enough time for
You know what? Already I've got to say the video looks so clean. It's kind of mad that we didn't get this in the first place. Like it does look very clean. I love the fact that we're getting this quite a while on from the single actually landing. Again, this is aged like a fine wine, diving into it from a kind of secondary perspective here. Those vocals just coming across really clean, very kind of warm in the way they sound. Again, the percussion super clicky, super clean, and the rhythm's really nice as well. The whole tune has quite an uplifting feel about it as well. And overall, yeah, this is a the visual accompaniment to the tune is looking like it's going to be solid. So let's go.
I wanna live with you. I got the reason why I can't let go. Girl, you never know.
Directed by Rex, I think that's it. Rex or Pex. Bassline's so clean, man. This is the thing with videos like this. I feel when you kind of begin to expand and you kind of try to take them to different places, you need to have these crescendos, because this is an instrumental that you could sit on and just kind of repeat a similar kind of theme time and time again, but that would just ruin the kind of magic of it. There's enough going on the instrumental and there's enough kind of variation to do that. However, when you then take it to another level vocally, you have these big kind of crescendos, these big kind of leaping forward moments. That's when you do really start to see things elevate, and this is a great example of that happening. So there we go. Fantastic stuff so far. Let's see how it progresses. Let's go. That little high-pitched line there, really clean.
Show me a jigger, let me see. And let me see the woman that is with. I put a couple $1,000 on your wrist. What's on your wrist? Mama, they can't touch you. I ain't never see this kind, babe. We do so kind things, make me feel some kind way. You know I'm not just trying to get lit, cause I know some kind.
Now, I remember the first time hearing this, I was quite critical of the fact that the remix didn't really add much. But I don't know why. It seems like on a kind of listen down the line, that's kind of changed in my mind. It just feels like maybe at first I was expecting like something supersonic to happen, which was almost unrealistic. This now feels like a natural progression of the tune. This is the tune kind of going to the next stage of where it can develop to. And again, this is a really cool verse. Loving the kind of skippy textures we're getting in the vocals, really kind of jolting in and out of different kind of areas. And then obviously on top of that as well, you've got the video itself adding a whole new layer to things as well. Visually, it looks so clean, man. The lighting looks fantastic. General kind of camera work looks good as well. The bass line as well is way tougher than I remember it being. So yeah, very clean, very cool.
Baby, make a fire you with my machine gun. 16 rounds, I be King Kong. Girlie, make a sample you my brand new song. Baby, love.
Oh girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me. I wanna live with you. I can't see reason why I can't let go. Girl, you never know, so come.
That bass line, man. Hearing that kind of That bass line underneath reminds me so much of kind of early system bass lines, again, just coming straight off of original sort of reggae, to be honest with you, like old school rootsy sort of stuff, and again dancehall as well, tying in quite nicely. Again, I don't know if there's the influence there, but it sounds very similar with the kind of potency of the bass instrument that's being used. And again, this kind of vocal intensity that's ramping up the further and further the tune goes in. I'm really liking the differentiation between the different vocals so far. The kind of constant changing of scenes for the different verses as well is quite a cool addition. I don't know, the video just makes it feel a bit more complete as a project. Maybe that's what we were missing at the beginning, and that's why I was a bit more, I suppose, critical of it. But listening back now, I don't really remember what I would have been critical of, because everything in this does sound solid. So yeah, interesting. Just listening to the high end as well, there's some really nice pad textures going on. Let's go.
Nice to meet you. Only one I deceive on my future. I wanna teach your body a thing or two.
As the rhythm on this one's continued to develop as well, we're starting to see more pockets being used. We're starting to see different vocal maneuvers, more rhythm being kind of applied to what's going on. And we're hearing this on Promise's verse, man. This kind of more kind of hype, but still very intricate vocal line. A lot of melody going on within his vocals as well, but still kind of keeping to this high octane rhythmic feel. Again, looking really, really clean. The overall kind of variation in the vocals is what's kind of driving this. And I remember the first time I listened to this, I was a bit like underwhelmed by the vocals. Maybe it's just because we're getting the visual accompaniment that I'm now kind of going, it just feels a little bit more lively. It feels more kind of enhanced on what the original tune did. But again, wicked start from Promise. Let's go. Shows what a good video can do as well.
All of my guys are thugs, but you know I'm rude though. I mean, if you wanna give it up, I'll trap much for your love.
Let's go, Darkoo.
All of the guys, they want you, but they don't know that I got you. They never been where we been from.
And again, the thing that's been really cool about this, actually, again, listening back, is this kind of concept that all the vocalists have brought something different to the table. It's not just three people doing the exact same thing. They've all brought their own sort of style, their own kind of etiquette into what's going on, their own way of processing vocals, their own way of delivering vocals, their own, again, rhythmic approach. Darkoo on this one, very much the kind of, I want to say the least rhythmic in her approach. She's still using, obviously, the pockets, but she's using it more. The melodies are kind of dipping in and out around the pockets rather than the actual syllabic structure, which is kind of cool to see, because the others were a lot more skippy in their sort of syllabic placement over the pockets within the instrumental. But yeah, very, very nice, man. This has been fun to watch.
My obsession, when I put you in a right skirt, shawty come and ride in my backseat. Would you tell me what you want, what you fancy? Waiting on my ride like a taxi. I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me. I wanna live with you. I got the reason why I can't let go. Girl, you never know, so you're gonna pass up.
Man, that's that bass line, bro. You know what? I'd really like to see what this does to a dance. I know I've seen the original cause some damage, but I feel the remix might cause even more damage. The fact you've got these kind of one-drop sort of style verse entries a lot of the time, and it's just when that bass line kicks, that kind of... It almost feels like the whole kind of tempo of the tune goes up by a couple whenever that bass line comes in, because it just adds this intensity, it adds this kind of push, this drive to the low end of the tune, and it pushes everything else forward, and the vocals seem to be more emphatic when that bass line's rolling as well. So yeah, it's a really cool addition.
Never know, so you can pass up. Man, them so bad to find your love. Girl, you never know, can pass up. Man, them so bad to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you can pass up. Man, them so bad to find your love.
Super catchy hook, of course. Nice use of additional percussion in there as well. But yeah, overall, I've got to say I've enjoyed this. I've liked the fact that the video has been there's been a point to the video. And I don't know if there's other people like me that weren't as impressed with it when they first heard it, but now have sort of come round to it. But I definitely feel the kind of liveliness of the video, the way it's been shot, again, the cleanliness of each individual shot, it's so sharp, so well lit. It kind of adds this much kind of more emphatic image of the tune into my head. When I hear, again, the point of a good video is that you actually see, you kind of imagine the video when you hear the tune. That's the point point of what a good music video is. And I think this is a great example of that, kind of adding something that maybe I felt was missing on the tune to begin with. It makes all the vocals sound stronger when you actually see them perform, which is crazy, but there we go. We'll let this one run through to the end then, and then give you our final breakdown, but very interesting stuff indeed. Like, even these little shots here, just people vibing. You remember a tune more when people are vibing. Then back to the opening shot. Nice little saxophone line to round things off as well. Directed by Rex. There we go, people. The sounds of Camidoh Sugarcane remix. This is the official video. Again, we had a brief look at the audio for this one, but I definitely feel the video brings it to life a lot more. Mayorkun, King Promise, and Darkoo, of course, all getting involved, bringing their own intricacies and their own elements into the mix. I'd say probably King Promise's verse is my favorite. That kind of niche blend of kind of melodic vocals with a really kind of tight sense of intricacy. Again, Mayorkun's verse was really cool as well. Darkoo's was a lot more stripped back in regards to rhythm, more focusing on those big sort of long-lasting melodic lines within her vocal texture, but very interesting to listen to. Again, cool to see how much the video actually adds to the project as well. But there we go. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this reaction and breakdown. If you did, please make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. And of course, guys, please do remember that we just hit 35k. That's what I was going to say, so big up you guys. That's crazy. It's a mad thing. I literally just looked on the page before starting to record this, so big up each and every one of you for being a part of that journey. As always, please do leave your comments in the comment section down below about any tracks you'd like me to react to, any I may have missed, and of course, your thoughts on this one. I want to know your thoughts on the tune overall. Does the remix deliver? I want to hear from you guys, so let me know in the comment section down below. That's it from me, though. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and we shall see you all next time. Have a good one, and peace.
Them sounding so good right now. My they sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.